Hi, this is Alborn, the Virginia Trout Bum with a Trout Bum tip of the day. I just came back from a Tenkara jam in Banner Elk, North Carolina, and it was a real eye-opener. I've been fishing Tenkara for a few years, and like most folks, I started with TenkaraUSA. Daniel Galhardo is actually the one who made Tenkara popular, and he is our Zen Buddhist monk when it comes to the art of Tenkara. I've got a half a dozen Tenkara rods and the Tomo net and about every other accessory they offer, and really enjoy them. But Tenkara Jam was different because that's where the rebels showed up. I heard Tom Sadler speak true heresy when he talked about lines other than level or Japanese furled. I listened to folks talk about different kinds of flies besides kibiri. And I was suddenly opened up to a whole world of rods. It was nice meeting Adam Emmerich from Zen, Christopher Stewart from Tenkara Bum. I wish I would have got Chris's autograph. I've ordered a lot of stuff from him. And Matt Sment from Badger Tenkara. Of course, my friend Chris Zimmer was there from Zimmerbilt. Couldn't help but buy some more Zimmerbilt products. But I only walked away with one rod, and it was a tough choice because there were a lot of good rods there. But the guy that caught my attention was Matt Sment with Badger Tenkara. And I liked Matt's approach to Tenkara. I've lived in Japan for 8 years. My wife's Japanese, really heavy into the culture. And TenkaraUSA actually purveys the true essence of Japanese Tenkara. However, Matt did what the Japanese did to us. He took a good idea and Americanized it. This is his latest rod, the Badger Tenkara Bad Axe, named after a river in Wisconsin, loaded up with some of Matt's heretical, well, my production values aren't very good, non-traditional light line, which is basically a regular fly line, cut in a 12-foot length. And like Matt, I roll mine around the rod, and I found that's actually pretty handy for sticking it in my pack. And this particular rod is a dual length 9.5 or 11.5 footer, which is perfect for my kind of fly fishing, like here on Jeremy's Run the Blue Ridge. I love the look of this rod. Matt's a fellow Army veteran like myself, and this is OD green. As you notice, it extends nicely from 9.5 feet to 11.5 feet. And that gives me a lot of flexibility on the stream. Now, I'm going to go with the 9.5 foot, and what I'm going to do in a few minutes is work my way up Jeremy's Run and see how this devil does. Now I can tell you, playing with it on my pond, I like this line. Matt was kind enough to let me try all of his rods at the Tenkara Jam. He also has the classic, but this rod looks like it can really handle these mountain streams. By the way, its price point, I think, is under $100, which is pretty good. A first-class rod, 2 lengths, under $100, and I recommend his line. Like I said, I did the light line, and I'm about to work my way up Jeremy's Run. By the way, the extension on this is really nice. It tightens up easily from 9.5 to 11.5 feet, and that gives me some choices as I run into different water types. So, Matt Sment, you'll find him online if you search on Badger Tenkara. This is the Bad Axe. And for all those fellow veterans out there, Matt donated 4 of his classic to TenkaraUSA, 2 to the Belvoir Program and 2 to the Quantaco program. We salute you, Matt, as one vet to another. Can't wait to get those rods in the hands of some wounded warriors and get them on the water. This is Alborn, the Virginia Trout Bum, with a Trout Bum tip of the day, and that's a wrap. I'm liking this Badger Bad Axe rod with the light line that I got from Matt Sment at Tenkara Jam. I'm using it at the 11.5 foot, which is unusual for me. Of course, we all have our own strategy. Up here in the mountains, I like to put the line in a natural run and let the fly just drift on down on its own. I picked up about a dozen little tiny fingerlings, maybe the biggest one 3 inches long. But I just let the fly dance on the surface. And every now and then I get something. But I'm finding I have a lot of control, so maybe I'm going to have to get some more of these lines. I'm just letting the fly drift. I know there's baby fingerlings down there. I've caught quite a few. And I worked this spot enough that I need to move on.